Welcome to the semi-finals of the monthly 2v2 tournament organised by Nocturna. Here we have Nocturna and Bendover going up against Pauline Skill and Greyhound. Nocturna is the organiser of the tournament and he is cheating. So here are his three AMX Alp 1s and they are all targeting this very specific spot here, and we're viewing it from his vision and he can't see anything. So we switch to the neutral view for a second. And what do you know? There's a Leopard 2A4 in there, which hasn't revealed it. Like, look at the LOS. Right? Nothing can see this. And you can see that nothing can see this. Right? So he nails the Leopard 2A4, kills it, right? And then a few seconds later, buys the next Alpha one, and all of a sudden, Leopard 2A4 that you can't see. Go to Nocturna's view. He can't see this. He cannot actually see this, right? It's not fired. Because you might be like, oh, well, it was forwards and it was firing, and this saw it maybe, and then it reversed back, and he was like, he did a guess. No. He just knows where it is, even though he can't see it. So then he kills the next Leopard 2A4. Fast forward another little bit. He knows there's somebody in here. Can he see there? No. And fast forward another little bit, right? Alpha 1's still there. This one he can see, right? Why can he see that? It's because of the way this hill works, right? It's one of these recon units there. So look, he can see that one, okay? Kills another Leopard 2A4. And then you've been following, right? You have eyes. Excuse me? What? Why is he targeting this random spot out of this whole thing? You've been watching it from his perspective. The only thing he could see there was that leopard, which he's just killed, and this M113. So what's there that's so important? What's there that's so important? It's another Leopard 2A4! How strange! How strange! So he kills another Leopard 2A4. How strange is that? Very, very strange. Let's keep watching. It gets a lot worse. So at this point, Polyskill is starting to run out of Leopard 2A4s, right? He only has a few. He brought them at no vet, which usually I'd be against, but if your enemy can see them wherever they are, what do you know? What do you know? The Alpha 1s are shooting yet another Leopard 2A4. How strange is that? And guess what? Once again, he can't see it. He could never see it. We've been watching it from his perspective. He could never see it. Then he changes his mind and decides to randomly, for whatever reason, re-aim at this specific spot in mid. If you appreciate investigative journalism such as this, you can join as a generous channel joiner, generously joining the channel. They get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. They fund my severe food addiction, apparently. They also get a Steam key for my game Hearst Hero, which will be launching on Steam in 4 days. So if you want to help out, I know a lot of people say, well, I don't care about, whatever, YouTube. I've got a game coming out on Steam on the 31st of July, so you can check that out, and it's got a free demo. The free demo has 88% positive reviews, which is more than Warno. Why? Why, I wonder? You've been seeing it from his perspective. You don't see anything. That's right. That's where the flipping CV was. It moved back a little bit, but it was there. And then he cancels it. He cancels it and doesn't actually shoot. It's almost like he knows that the CV's moved and it's not exactly there anymore and he wouldn't kill it. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? So really, now he's targeting the RT. Now, okay, so you could say that's just automatic counter battery. You see it shoot and you can target the RT, right? So that's pretty normal. So he kills Greyhound's. He does not kill Greyhound's RT. Then he hits this Leopard 2A4 instead, which, once again, he couldn't see. He couldn't see this. He could not see this And now it's dead, right? So he gets another Leopard 2A4. Wow, what a great player! What a great player! Just seems to always know where the Leopard 2A4s are. Let's keep watching over the course of this game. Let's keep watching for the next Alf 1 attack. So you'll notice he's starting to win because that, you know, he's cheating. Just tend to help people. Look at that, the next shot order comes in. We've been watching it from his perspective. He never saw anything around here. What's there? What's in that exact spot? That's right, it's the CV. How strange! How strange! So yes, he kills the CV. Wow, truly, 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 truly incredible. Let's switch back to Nocturna's incredible eagle-eyed perspective, where he just seems to know where all the important units are. And you can hear the wonderful French voice lines. You're watching it from his perspective. You see what he sees. He sees what he should see. Do you need more proof at this point? Do you need more proof at this point? What a strange place to fire your arty. You don't know what's going on anywhere back there. You know the enemy's around here somewhere. We've been watching it from his perspective. He has no vision on this from any angle because Red owns this. Red owns this side. He's targeting there. Why is he targeting there? Well, do I really have to tell you? It's because there's a flipping command Leopard 2A4 there. He is shamelessly cheating. So he gets the next Leopard 2A4. No surprises. Let's just keep watching. Oh, another order comes in. And that was where this was. It was where that was. I've seen this a couple times, right? So he cancels the order because he knows it's not there anymore. Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted. So you've just seen a Leopard 2A4 there with his vision. So maybe he shoots that, right? Maybe he shoots that. But now, okay, it's in vision. That's the TOW2. You could say the TOW2 fired. I did see an ATGM there. So maybe that one makes sense. Maybe that fired, because then the supply was there. So he knew that was there, right? Back to Nocturna view. He was going on the HJV, and all of a sudden, he shoots back here where he doesn't have vision, and he can't see anything, and he couldn't see anything. Because there's another Leopard 2A4 there. Isn't that wonderful, you guys? Wow, what a great player. If you practice enough, you can snipe every single enemy heavy tank. It comes into vision as the shells land, so he could not see that before. Do you need more proof? Do you need more proof? So he goes for that. You could say there's bullets coming out of these houses, right? But, I mean... Then he cancels it. As the unit he can't see moves out of that position, he cancels it. Then he decides to target here, another place he couldn't see. Oh, what do you know? Did I really have to... Did you have to guess? Did you have to guess? There's another unspotted Leopard 2A4 fresh from the factory line. And he's moving them all now because he started to realise that something very strange is happening. And he cancels his attack because he knows it's not there anymore. Decides to start shooting these. I think we just saw these fire, so that's a decent target anyway, right? Back to his perspective. So now that the battle lines are very movie and he actually has to micro his frontline units, what do you know? The rate of cheating goes down. The rate of cheating goes down because he's actually in a frontline engagement. But as soon as it slows down again... Right, so he's seen a Leopard 2 there, and he's seen a Leopard 2 there. Okay? Where does he fire his next artillery salvo? But keep in mind, right now he's fighting on the front line, so he can't cheat as effectively. Could he see that? No. Can he see anything there? No. What do you know? And then Polyskill moves it out. And what do you know? The elf ones were about to shoot something they couldn't see. You could make the case that, oh, everybody hides in this dip, right? So you go for the dip. But after everything else you've seen, do you really believe that? And then for whatever reason, he was going to arty that dip, which would be a great place to hide a CV tank. When the CV tank was there, he was going to arty it. And then he cancels the order, right? You know, he put it on return fire so he could get them all to fire at once. And then for whatever reason, when it's time to fire at the CV tank, because it could be anywhere here, right? He cancels it, right? He can't see where the CV is anywhere in here. So, another case of cheating. So, still watching it from his perspective, right? You can't make it up. You can't make it up. He was going to shoot here when the CV he couldn't see was here. Then he cancelled it, and now he's shooting here. Why is he shooting there? Because the CV is there. So, what's actually happening here? This horrible, horrible man who organised this tournament is exploiting, using a technique known as sound scumming. I'm just getting the screenshots up here. So this was covered a long time ago on this channel. So here he is bragging about the fact that he sound scums, and this is dated 10th of April 2026 because it's in the American format because it's on Discord. He has used a third-party tool to extract the engine sounds from every single unit in the game. Here we see the planes, and he's clearly done it with the ground units as well. The sound that a Leopard 2A4 makes is different to the sound that the Leopard 1s make, that the M113s make, and same with the funky CV that you saw before. It was called like the YPR something. He knew the CV was there because it sounded different to the other units around it, which also is why the rate of cheating is going down when the frontline things happen. There's an exploit in this game, and it is against the tournament rules of the tournament that he organised. This is his tournament, where if you stick your ear in the ground, you can hear units that are nearby. It used to be you could hear them anywhere on the map, so like your fobs back here would all just explode at the start of the game. It was really dumb. It still happens, but it's for units that are near you. So if you're here, you can hear something here, right? They should just remove that altogether. I think they should just drop the range to like literally 1 kilometer, because currently it's probably about 2 or 3. And so he has extracted the sound files for every single engine in the game. He's listening to them all, and he's sticking his face in the ground. Oh, what can I hear? What can I hear? And he's specifically targeting the Leopard 2s out of everything else, and that funky CV when he got the funky CV. So he's a shameless cheater. And guess what? The really funny part is, as you can probably tell, oh, here he is sniping the next CV. What a lovely gentleman. What a lovely person. Right? So they're on a +1. And yeah, he still lost. He cheated in his own tournament, which had a $150 prize pool, but it's a 2v2 prize pool, so it would be for $75. And he still lost. So yeah, he changes his name a lot so you don't know it's him. Currently he's called a Chinese letter smiley face. He's very embarrassed to be identified because obviously he's a massive cock. Have a lovely day.